don't think I have to welcome YouTubers. Nobody's been watching on YouTube lately. I don't know why.
Because we're all here.
Huh?
Because we're all here.
Well, I don't know. I mean, when I first started putting them on YouTube, I would get quite a few people checking in, but now I get almost nobody. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Something happened.
But you're doing it again.
Well, okay, usually I like to do my little hand rubbing thing, so I'll do that. Brenda, you know this from Brema.
I do.
Over your eyes. Couple more times. Okay. Well, I dashed out a poem today. I don't know if it's any good, but oh, Barbara can't make it tonight. Okay, so this is probably the crowd.
Glasses.
What was that? Oh yeah. Well, some nights I can actually see, but I don't think tonight's one of them. Let me see. Okay, this is in 4 parts. Number 1. A wise man said, "Never hold on to anything, for inevitably you will lose it. Flow like a river instead. You can never own the bank, and if you wash up there, then you will be imprisoned there." Number 2. I hear the chainsaws all morning. They are thinning out the eucalyptus trees as fire protection. A few must fall so most can be saved. Number 3. A shrieking hawk sends the mice scurrying for their hidden places. We must all lose our earthly lives. I'll hold on as long as I can, but I'll let go of my fears about dying. Number 4. I'll flow along the river of time, but at moments I'll be a fish swimming upstream, not holding even to sailing free.
Nice.
You like it? I think it obviously needs work. Okay, I'll read a few from my book. Okay. This one's called Pain. I don't think I've ever read this one. I awake with a familiar pain in my body. Soon my mind makes it into a misery, then tries to make up for it by telling me my troubles make me stronger, which on some level might be true, but gives me no solace right now. For this now I cradle my head in my hands. It feels comforting. Body itself has wisdom to heal. I rub my hands together and place them over my eyes. They slide down into prayer position. Now there is real help for me. The other day someone was speaking about the 7 sorrows of Mary. The common depiction is of her being pierced by 7 swords. So sad to visualize. Yet I know 7 is a number of manifested life. We are all being pierced, yet it is a disturbing image. But out of nowhere I feel a glimmer of joy. How can this be? Then I see it clear as day. When you imagine the worst the world has to offer, the only thing left is the joyous view from the mountaintop. I don't know if that poem works or not. That's what I've never
I
read.
like it.
Okay. And one more. A single good deed. This morning the ocean has taken a bite out of the beach. The gentle slope to the water is now a sand cliff. These are powerful forces I don't understand. I sit back from the crashing waves. Next to me is string stretched between delicate poles. Keep being distracted by this hummingbird at my window.
Is that part of your poem?
Huh?
Is that part of your poem?
It is now. Next to me is a string stretched between delicate poles. A little sign is hanging on the string. It says, "Keep out, snowy plover nesting area." What a sweet thing to do, protecting these little birds. How perilous for these birds to nest right on the dunes. Some good people have thought to do this. But I think of the merciless power of money and greed, chewing at the world just like the vast ocean carves up this beach. What good are these sweet efforts, like trying to save these little birds? Does it really do any good? Yet breathing the gracious air and feeling the forgiving earth, I remember true goodness does not have any earthly dimensions. The light of a single good deed outweighs a dark ocean of blindness. That poem I do like.
Okay.
So, Glenda, you sent me one. Let me see. All right. There's messages. This is by our Glenda called Nature's Slumber. And she has a little prologue here. I was thinking about how fall is part death and part sleep and came up with this. Okay, Nature's Slumber. The rose has put herself to bed and pulled the covers tight. I like that. The morning glory has lost her leaves and softly said goodnight. The maples started a glorious song of red and gold and orange. The oak more cautious now to join the softly whispered chorus. I like that too. I watched a quiet life begin to slumber in the mist. I feel the breeze that starts to cool and paint my face its kiss. Another day of diminished minutes, another dusk that comes too soon. I ponder that I still can touch the memories of the breaths before, when time was just a word to speak, not someone knocking on my door. And I wonder if I'll see the rose when she awakens long from now. And will I tell the maple tree I approve of her new shroud, and tell them all good morning as they waken from their naps and feel the breeze that paints my face with kisses gathered fast, and shed the cold to dance among the sunbeams come to play. I'll close my eyes and breathe the breath of a rose awakened at long last. Another lovely one, Glenda.
Thank you, John.
That's beautiful, Glenda.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah. I like all the rose things. The rose has put herself to bed and pulled the covers tight.
Yeah, that is a nice line.
And the last one, a rose awakened at long last. Yeah. Lovely, lovely. Okay, where are we?
What it basically means is I wonder if I'm going to make it through the winter.
Well, yeah, we got that, but we're all wondering about that for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, yours is more dramatic. You probably have snow covering things up. Out here, we just things kind of get brown is all. Well, actually, in the winter here,
It's colder.
the summer here is brown. Okay, I'll read some other people here. Oh, you know that funny thing I did with the thing here? Now I can't see the clock. That's funny. Technology.
Technology.
I'm glad I can do some of it. I have a friend who's like 83 and she can't do a thing. She's still like, I think she doesn't quite have a rotary phone, but just about.
Yeah.
Brenda, you know Janet.
Janet? Yeah.
But she gets by. Well, this is a poem by
Yeah.
Bindon Draft Tagore, Indian guy. Discard your used strings one by one, and where the spaces are, tie up the new strings on the old sitar. A courtly gathering will soon sit listening in dusk to one for whom the time has come to play a farewell tune to day's bazaar. Tie up the new strings on the old sitar. Oh, my dear, open your door to me, open the sky and night, and let the silence of the seven worlds at your house alight. Now let the ending of the song arrive that you have sung so long, and that this instrument is indeed your own. Even let this from your knowing vanish far. Tie up the new strings on the old sitar. That's interesting. The translator, I guess, was Bly, like, did some rhyming. I don't know if the original Indian.
Huh. Yeah. Otherwise, it kind of sounds like Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, it sounds like a little song, doesn't it? Tie up the strings on the old sitar. Oh, here's one from Wallace Stevens. I'm trying to read some of the older poets. A rabbit as king of the ghosts. The difficulty to think at the end of day, when the shapeless shadow covers the sun, and nothing is left except light on your fur. There was the cat slopping its milk all day. Fat cat, red tongue, green mind, white milk. And August, the most peaceful month. To be in the grass is the peacefulest time, without the monument of cat, the cat forgotten in the moon. And to feel that the light is a rabbit light, in which everything is meant for you, and nothing need to be explained. Then there is nothing to think of, it comes itself. And east rushes west, and west rushes down, no matter, the grass is full. And full of yourself. The trees around are for you, the whole of the wideness of night is for you, a self that touches all edges. You become a self that fills the four corners of night. The red cat hides away in the fur light, and there you are, humped high, humped up. You are humped higher and higher, black as stone. You sit with your head like a carving in space, and the little green cat is a bug in the grass. That was like a little ditty, too. Let's see. Here's one by Denise Levertov. A woman meets an old lover. He with whom I ran hand in hand, kicking the leathery leaves down Oak Hill Path 30 years ago. appeared before me with anxious face, pale, almost unrecognized, hesitant, lame. He whom I cannot remember hearing laugh out loud, but see in mind's eyes, smiling, self-approving, wept on my shoulder. He who seemed always to take and not give, who took me so long to forget, remembered everything I had so long forgotten. And here's one by May Svensson. Question. Body, my house, my horse, my hound, what will I do when you are fallen? Where will I sleep? How will I ride? What will I hunt? Where can I go without my mount, all eager and quick? How will I know in thicket ahead is danger or treasure, when body, my good, bright dog, is dead? How will it be to lie in the sky without roof or door, and wind for an eye, with cloud for shift? How will I hide? This seems to be the night for like little sing-songy poems. Oh, here's one by, oh God, I don't know how to say this name. Tadeusz Rozewicz. Somebody. A sketch for a modern love poem. And yet whiteness can be best described by grayness. A bird by a stone, sunflowers in December. Love poems of old used to be descriptions of flesh. They describe this and that, for instance, eyelashes, and yet redness should be described by grayness. And sun by rain, the poppies in November, the lips at night. The most palpable description of bread is that of hunger. There is in it a human porous core, a warm inside, sunflowers at night, the breasts and bellies, the thighs of Cybele, a transparent, source-like description of water is that of thirst, of ash, of desert. It provokes a mirage. Clouds and trees enter a mirror of water, lack hunger, absence of flesh, in a description of love, in a modern love poem. Oh, here's another one about the body. This is by Anna Sphere. I talk to my body. My body, you are an animal whose appropriate behavior is concentration and discipline, an effort of an athlete, of a saint, of a yogi. Well trained, you may become me, a gate through which I will leave myself, and a gate through which I will enter myself. A plumb line to the center of the earth, and a cosmic ship to Jupiter. My body, you are an animal for whom ambition is right. Splendid possibilities are open to us. I like that. Well trained, you may become for me a gate through which I will lead myself, and a gate through which I will enter myself.
That's interesting.
Yeah, a plumb line to the center of the earth, and a cosmic ship to Jupiter. All right. Well, we should read an Ursula Le Guin. Falling, company, a paw, a questing nose half wakened me, and let him get under the covers. He curls up and purrs himself asleep. Cats are less troublesome than lovers. Oh, I think I read that before.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Doze. The little stone my mind slips into the cloudy pond and slowly settles in silt at the bottom of the water. It could be forever. Let's see. Theory of aging. As the number of the year gets bigger and the year itself grows smaller but heavier, it acquires gravity and will finally get so heavy that it cannot continue as it is, but implodes to a black hole, into which sink all the years, becoming numberless and utterly weightless. Okay.
Mm.
I think her father was some kind of physicist. The old novelist lament. I miss the many that I was, my lovers, my adventures, the women I went with to the pole. What was mine and what was theirs? We were all rich. Now that I share the cowardice of poverty, I miss that courage of companionship. I wish they might come back to me and free me from this cell of self, this stale sink of age and ills, and take me on the ways they knew, under the sky, across the hills. She's talking about her old people in her novels, I guess. Sometimes I wrote a few novels too. I kind of enjoyed the kind of having a little imaginary life with them. Well, let's see. This is Ada Limon. Check the time. Okay. The Mountain Lion. I watched this video clip over and over. Night vision cameras flickering her eyes, an unholy green. The way she looked, the 6-foot fence up and down like it was nothing but a speed bump, then cleared the man-made border in one impressive leap. A glance over the shoulder, an annoyance, as if you could keep me out or keep me in. I don't know what it was that made me press replay and replay. Not fear, though. I'd be terrified if I was face to face with her or heard her prowling in the night. It was just that I don't think I've ever made anything look so easy. Never looked behind me and grinned. I grimaced because nothing could stop me. I liked the idea of it, though. Felt like a dream you could will into being. See a fence, jump it. I like that. Here's another Anosphere. Our two silences. Silence flows into me and out of me, washing my past away. I am pure already, waiting for you. Bring me your silence. They will doze off nestled in each other's arms, our two silences. Here's a Denise Levertov. Aware. When I found the door, I found the vine leaves speaking among themselves in abundant whispers. My presence made them hush their green breath, embarrassed the way humans stand up, buttoning their jackets, acting as if they were leaving anyway, as if the conversation had ended just before you arrived. I liked the glimpse I had, though, of their obscure gestures. I liked the sound of such private voices. Next time, I'll move like cautious sunlight, open the door by fractions, eavesdrop peacefully. Let's see what I got here. This one by Ron Padgett. Now you see it. What you don't see helps you see what you do see. The keyhole sharpens the thrill in your brain. Even if there's no one in the room, shadows wafting across the white sheets as a song drifts in the window. Her voice so pure you can see the face it rises from. And what you see helps you see what you don't see.
Wow. Interesting paper.
Is that another one of those Peeping Tom poems that I... Jane Hirschfeld, Lighthouse. Its vision sweeps its one path like an aged monk raking a garden. his question long ago answered or moved on. Far off night grazing horses, breath scented with oat grass and fennel, step through it, disappear, step through it, disappear. There's a little one by some Japanese guy, Kobayashi Isa. I'm going to roll over, so please move, Cricket. Here's one by another Polish woman, Wisława Szymborska. Miracle Fair. The commonplace miracle that so many commonplace miracles take place. The usual miracles. Invisible dogs barking in the dead of night. What of many miracles? A small and airy cloud is able to upstage the massive moon. Several miracles in one. An alder is reflected in the water and is reversed from left to right and grows from crown to root and never hits bottom, though the water isn't deep. A run-of-the-mill miracle. Winds mild to moderate, turning gusty in storms. A miracle in the first place. Cows will be cows. Next but not least, just the cherry orchard and just this cherry pit. A miracle minus top hat and tails, fluttering white doves. A miracle, what else can you call it? The sun rose today at 3:14 a.m. It will set tonight at 8:01. That must be way up north. A miracle that's lost on us. The hand actually has fewer than 6 fingers, but still it's got more than 4. A miracle. Just take a look around, the inescapable earth. An extra miracle, extraordinary. The unthinkable can be thought. All right. Getting to be Mary time. Let's see what she's got. I don't need another one of those poems. No, here's one called October, which is almost October. It's in, looks like 7 parts. October. There's a shape, black as the entrance to a cave. A longing wells up in its throat, like a blossom, as it breathes slowly. What does the world mean to you if you can't trust it to go on shining when you're not there? And there's a tree, long fallen, once the bees flew to it like a procession of messengers and filled it with honey. Number 2. I said to the chickadee, singing his heart out in the green pine tree, little dazzler, little song, little mouthful. Number 3. The shape climbs up out of the curled grass. It grunts into view. There is no measure for the confidence at the bottom of its eyes. There is no telling the suppleness of its shoulders as it turns and yawns. Near the fallen tree, a leaf snapped loose from the branch and fluttering down, tries to pull me into its trap of attention. She didn't say what that critter was. Number 4, it pulls me into a trap of attention. And when I turn again, the bear is gone. Oh, it's a bear. The bear is gone. 5, look, hasn't my body already felt like the body of a flower? Number 6, look, I want to love this world as though it's the last chance I'm ever going to get to be alive and know it. Number 7. Sometimes in late summer, I won't touch anything, not the flowers, not the blackberries brimming in the thickets. I won't drink from the pond. I won't name the birds or the trees. I won't whisper my own name. One morning the fox came down the hill, glittering and confident, and didn't see me. And I thought, so this is the world. I'm not I'm not in it. It is beautiful.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, there's another little one by Mary. Some questions you might ask. Is the soul solid like iron, or is it tender and breakable like the wings of a moth and in the beak of the owl? Who has it and who doesn't? I keep looking around me. The face of the moose is as sad as the face of Jesus. The swan opens her white wings slowly. In the fall, the black bear carries leaves into the darkness. One question leads to another. Does it have a shape like an iceberg? Like the eye of a hummingbird? Does it have one lung like the snake and the scallop? Why should I have it and not the anteater who loves her children? Why should I have it and not the camel? Come to think of it, what about the maple trees? What about the blue iris? What about all the little stones sitting alone in the moonlight? What about roses and lemons and their shining leaves? What about the grass? Okay, I think our time is up, guys.
Thank you, Jon.
Thank you, Jon.
Enjoyed that. Nice to see you all. Hope you all have a good week. And I'll see you again next Wednesday.
Bye, Glenda.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Brenda.
Yeah.
Bye all. Bye all.